Welcome back to the North Mankato Community Update. I'm Anna Brown, and I'm here with John Harrenstein, City
Thank you.
Administrator.
Still same name, still same
Yeah,
position.
still same
Don't worry
name.
about it.
And Mayor Mark Dehen.
Good afternoon.
How are you guys?
Great. What a great afternoon. A little steamy out here, but we're out at the farmers market tonight.
That's right, yeah.
And we invite everyone to come up and join us. What's this going on through October? And
Great partnership with the city and South Central College to host this farmers market. It's moved from its original location at the corner of Loray and Lee Boulevard at the Lutheran Church to bring it closer to the college who's sponsoring it. But great vendors, 15 to 20 each week. It runs from June to October, 3:30 to 6:30, and you can get just a great variety of goods, from fresh produce to baked goods to canned goods to some soaps and salsas. I know we've got a salsa vendor here each and every week. Also a great opportunity for kids. We've had a lot of different youth vendors come out this year selling baked goods or various household items, or even produce from their gardens as well. So a nice resource to have for the community. Next year, look for some local entertainment with some bands and maybe some additional food options, food trucks, things like that. But with this year's COVID, we decided to postpone that till next year. Big thanks to the college again for hosting it. I think it's a great partnership with their greenhouse they've invested in, and then also just an area of an education for those ag students.
exactly right. And that's a big part of this. The green seam is a big initiative in Mankato, North Mankato, tying all the agricultural pieces in. Both Mankato State and Minnesota State Mankato and South Central here have added additional ag programming, and so this is just kind of an outreach on that, and kind of brings together how tight we are to the food supply.
Yes.
And this is a great place. And don't kid yourself, those goodies around here, they may be organic, but they're still pretty goody.
Yeah, right. Don't eat them all at once.
Exactly.
Yeah, really great variety here.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah. What else is going on for September?
Well, we just placed Sitting Bull, and I'd like to talk about that. So Sitting Bull was just placed up in Benson Park. We invite everyone to come up and see him. We're going to have a formal ribbon cutting with our Indigenous friends eventually, but for right now, we got him placed in the park. He's overlooking the prairie up there that's been reestablished and faces to the east where the westward expansion came from. He really looks pretty cool up there. So if you get a chance, go up there, take a stroll around Benson Park, and check out where Sitting Bull is. And then, school is starting here in September, and we have the Have a Heart campaign going on. I participated in that. We're asking everyone to do what they can to social distance and wear your masks in the indoor areas and do your hand washing, those things, to try and get this pandemic under control, so we can keep our kids in school, both at the elementary and the high school and even at the college level, and keep our businesses open and keep everyone doing well. And so it's really important that we are all participating, and we all stay due diligent, that we do what we can to try and nip this thing in the bud, so we can get back to having food trucks out here and having music out in a place like this, and having all the fun things that we miss this year, like Blues on Belgrade and Beer on Belgrade and those things. So.
And we want to keep those kids in school.
Yep, absolutely.
A lot of great educational opportunities, and the district's moving forward with the hybrid option, and I know those kids are looking forward to getting back. A little different format, but let's do it for the kids.
Yep, and that's it. It's about keeping the kids in school. We know that they do better when they're in school. It's easier on parents. It's easier on employers that are dealing with parents that have to deal with kids that are home. And so this is really a citywide effort on both sides of the river to really get this thing done and get it over with. So we want you to participate as best you can.
Yes. As we move into fall, we have some new trails that are coming to North Mankato. Correct?
We do. We've been working hard on continuing to expand our bicycle and pedestrian trail system as we look to Mankato, North Mankato becoming a hub for bicycle tourism. And so as we've been doing that, we've been developing the system with the city of Mankato for a number of years. And so we have some fairly nice sized loops that we're putting out, and we're asking the citizens to help us out and put some names on those. So we're going to have a trail naming contest. You'll be able to go out to our city website or the city media pages, social media pages, and give us some suggestions on the different loops. You'll be able to see a picture of the maps, give us some names, and we'll hopefully have a decision on the winners by middle of September 21st, something like that. So please be creative, and we're looking for some creativity there, and that's why we're asking the citizens' help. We'll get some great ideas from the citizens, and this is your opportunity to kind of hang a name on our trail system.
Correct. Yes, and I believe the winners will be a part of the installation, the grand opening of those trails, and they'll also receive a punch pass for the swim facility.
Oh, well, there you go. So
Speaking
swimming,
of the swim facility, by the time we meet and have our next video, the Spring Lake Park open season will be at a close. So plan to close that facility at September 8th to what has been a wildly successful season. And one of those bright spots that families and visitors and individuals have been able to enjoy during this summer, with maybe sometimes some travel plans curtailed because of the pandemic. But everything from top time to swim lessons to open swim to adult nights have just been a really great source of recreation for the region and our residents. And we want to thank the city for supporting us. We want to have you back next summer.
Exactly. Thanks. Hats off to the staff for coming up with some creative uses for the pool, really expanding the pool, the opportunities that are down there for the littlest ones to the oldest ones. And it's really been well enjoyed by everyone that's been down there. And I kudos to the city for getting that done. And it has been, in the face of not being able to do the travel, this has been a gem for our local citizens to use for the summer.
Speaking of donations and sneak peeks, Sitting Bull was donated by an area resident, and Mayor Dehen was also able to procure for the public in the future at some time at a location to be announced in the future, probably one of the last hitching posts that was in the community, and currently it's in front of the barbershop on Belgrade.
Correct, but we will be moving that down. We to a spot to be named later, but it was the last functioning hitching post in the city of North Mankato and part of our history, and so we want to tie that into the history walk and everything else that we've got going. So we'll be getting that place hopefully later this fall, and then we'll announce where that is for folks.
Great.
We'll look forward to that. Well, I think it's time to get in some shopping before all the veggies and produce are gone, huh?
Yep, indeed. So if you haven't been up here, come on up, enjoy we've got produce coming for another month or two, and we really want people to come up, enjoy some homegrown local stuff, and again, don't forget those goodies.
Get your pressure cooker out and start canning.
There you go.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me here today. Thank you for joining us for the video. This has been the North Mankato Community Update. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.